What would you say to people though that would say, "Oh, well, I'm not a comedian. I'm not funny. How am I supposed to do that?"
Do you know, no one has ever asked me that question before. And my answer is pretty simple and it surprises people. But I say you don't have to be funny to be funny. And people say, the Irishman has lasted. You don't have to be funny to be funny. My view, Dave, is that over the last week, you and your audience, if they are average, and they're not, I know they're above average, okay? If they're average, they will laugh about 15 times a day or smile 15 times a day. Now, as your audience is above average, they're laughing or smiling 25 times a day, okay? But the fact is that most people don't recall what they laughed at or when they laughed. And my basic core message is that if you pay attention to the things that put a smile on your face yesterday and the day before, write it down, put it into your iPhone or Android notes, you're building up a repository of information and humor. You don't know when you're going to use it, but the next time you've got a presentation and you're looking for some piece of content to reinforce the message, and that's what humor does, reinforces the message, you then have a repository that you can dive into, maybe pick something out and use that. And I can give a few examples as we go on if you like.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, well, just one example. I went to my cardiologist a couple of weeks ago. Thankfully, it was only an annual checkup, but I went to the cardiologist. The following day, I get a note back from him on the healthcare app that I've got, and it says, Mr. Cunneen is a well-nourished male with a history of, and I'm thinking, well-nourished? But anyway, but the second sentence starts off, this is from my cardiologist, it starts off with, he is a Manchester United fan. And I'm thinking, wow, I laughed at that, and anyone that I've mentioned to since, they laugh at it or they smile at it. No, that what I've actually done since, Dave, on a couple of occasions when I'm presenting is, I'm talking to you and your audience is interested in building a personal brand. Okay? One of the ways you build a personal brand is you connect well with people. One of the ways you connect well with people is by listening to them and empathizing with them. And that guy listened and empathized with me. But what I'm able to do though is take that little humorous anecdote that I did not create, I just captured it, and use that as an example and say things like, you can appreciate how impactful that was for me. He obviously listened. What is it that you do as an entrepreneur, as you're trying to build your brand, that shows that you are listening to your audience and that you're connecting with them in a relevant way? So that's just a simple example of something that popped up. That was about 6 weeks ago. I was at the cardiologist. And by the way, the reason why I was at the cardiologist, I told him, was because Manchester United are so blooming bad at the moment, my heart is in bad condition. So that's how that came up.
You can charge the bill to them.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.